Hello, this is Maths with Lemon, and in this topic we will see the basic characteristics of the vectors. Now, what is a vector? A vector is a way to represent a movement between two places. We visualize vectors by using straight lines with arrows on. Vector A shows a small movement upwards. Vector B shows a large movement to the left. The arrows tell us the direction. We also use column notation to describe the vector. X, Y, basic, so X is the movement, right or left on the X-axis, and Y is the movement up or down in the Y-axis. The vector 3, 4 is represented by C, which is 3 to the right, 4 upwards. Notice how the vector labels are all in bold. Vectors label can also be underlined. A vector represented on the diagram can be written as a column vector. Click on the starting point A, let's say this one. Click on and then point B here. So I have my AB vector, which is how much? 2 on the right, 3 up. Now plot the vector on the graph. Click at the starting point and end point to plot the vector. 2, 4. Now, if I'll start from here, it says I should go 2 on the right and 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's my end vector. Now, this is the vector A, represented by the column vector 4, 2. 4, 2. What would be the vector 2A look like? 2 times this A. It would be exactly the same, 2 times bigger. What would look like 1 over 2A? It would be exactly the same, but half of it. What a vector minus A would look like? Minus A would be exactly the same A, but with different direction, opposite direction. So you see, if it's 4, 2, the minus A will be minus 4, minus 2. Now, draw the vector 3A by clicking, no, this is a problem, we don't see it, we don't want to see it. Notice that it is possible to add vectors. We can see this because of multiplication. Now, here are 2 vectors, A and B. This is A, this is B. The ladybird is going to move by the vector A plus B. A plus B. First, it moves by the vector A, which is 1, 3. So the ladybird is there. Now, the ladybird can move to the start of B without moving by another vector. So instead, we place the vector B at the end of the vector A. So basically, when I add 2 vectors, I always put at the end of the first vector the beginning of the second vector. Now the ladybird moves by the vector B, which is 2 minus 1 down. What single vector could be ladybird have traveled by to get there, where it is? R, which is 3, 2. It is also possible to subtract vectors. How I can do that? Again, we have the ladybird, so she's going to move to vector A minus B. First, it moves to vector A. Now, how I can subtract 2 vectors? It's very easy. Again, I should add them, but now I should not add B, but I want the opposite, minus B. So basically, I change the direction of B, and then I add it to my initial. I add my B, now I should add my minus B. So the ladybird will move on that direction, which is just subtract the components of each vector. 1 minus 2 minus 1, 3 minus 1, 4. The vector r is called resultant vector.